I never expected this. I was fully intending to do a review for Transformers Cyberverse Season 4 Part 1, and I don't know if I can right now. I can actually give you guys an honest review. I can kind of give you a very short breakdown of it. I don't know if I can review it, and that's because now I'm part of Transformers lore. Yeah, I'm not the only one, but it's kind of cool. All right, so you want to know what's going on with that? Be sure to sit back, relax, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Let's transform. Roll out. Consider supporting the channel on Patreon, becoming a channel member, or purchase some merch like my new CWO Con World Order t-shirt today. Hey guys, it's RodimusPrimal. I am back with another video, and this is not my non-review for Season 4, Part 1 of Transformers Cyberverse. And the reason why I am not reviewing it is because I don't know if I can give you guys my honest thoughts. Well, I kind of can. I can tell you I enjoyed the special. There were things that I liked about it and things that I didn't like about it. And I'm kind of feeling where I'm like, oh man, like I really need to give you guys my thoughts about the show because, you know, like that's the thing about doing these reviews, right? Like you want my honest thoughts. And if you're not familiar with the channel, of course, I do retrospectives and news videos and reviews, all to do with Transformers on this channel. And I make content not only here, but I also have a second channel where I talk about other nerdy stuff and stuff that has to do with He-Man and Godzilla and anime and all that kind of, and video games. And, you know, anything that I feel like talking about is all on that second channel. But here, I never expected this because I am now currently part of Transformers lore. Where am I going with this? I'm going to keep leaving you a little bit of hints while I talk about the special. Season 4, the way that they did, I've already reviewed the first 3 seasons of Transformers Cyberverse. And if you're familiar with that, I had done, Season 3 in 3 parts. And Season 4 is actually split into 2 separate arcs. Part 1 is currently on YouTube. They aired Part 2 on Teletoon. I live here in the US, so there's no way for me to be able to review it until it comes out later in the month. But the quick breakdown is this. It's, now a peace treaty is being signed. Grimlock and RC end up stealing the Enigma of Combination. The Mercenary faction, which is the same thing from the War for Cybertron trilogy, come in. The Dinobots arrive on Cybertron, only to combine with Grimlock, and they end up becoming Volcanicus to beat the mercenaries. Trypticon is one of them. It's awesome. And I'm going to show you guys some images. You know, the Dinobots arrive, and it's the 4 of them. Well, here's the thing. I'm going to be quite honest with you about this group of Dinobots. I love the fact that they brought back the G1 style Dinobots. The toy line itself is the 4 classic Dinobots as well. And unfortunately, they're calling Slag Slug. That is a modern thing. But they decided in the show, even though not in the toy line, to make Swoop a female. Now, I like her character. I really dig her character. She was a lot of fun. But I really wish that Swoop was still guy as he was. I mean, they've already changed Cosmos. They've already changed Skywarp in Cyberverse. And now Swoop. I wish they would have introduced the character of Slash because it would have given us an opportunity to introduce a new character who's never gotten an appearance. After all, she did get a toy instead of changing an existing one to something else. You may have really enjoyed Swoop, and I know I did. It's just that one of those things where it's like I kind of wish that they had kept it the same the way they should have and then just introduce more characters into the mix. Like that's one of the things that I just happen to wish that they did. Thing with it. But again, I even say Dinobots were cool. It was a lot of fun seeing all 4 Dinobots. Their origin has to do they are on another planet. They received Grimlock's message millions of years ago, and when they received his message, they took the dinosaur forms of the dinosaurs that were alongside Grimlock, and so they're like, he's king of the dinosaurs. We're going to turn into dinosaurs as well, and that's the reason why they have dinosaur to begin with. And they have, obviously they meet Grimlock here and they combine into Volcanicus. Something to take a look at here as well. You have Sound Blaster, you have Nightbird. Nightbird, it's pretty much the repaint squad, right? You have Sound Blaster, you have Nightbird. Now, Nightbird in particular, they made her, it's just RC with a ninja mask. I wish that they had given her a more, ninja style helmet instead of the RC helmet, but I'm okay with it. It was cool to see Nightbird in action. Bugbite is there. It's all the same mercenaries. Well, it's Bugbite and Sound Blaster are pretty much like from the War for Cybertron. It's pretty much where the crossover is. And then there's another version of Rack and Ruin, but it's a Decepticon version or a mercenary version. And I want to say Decepticon because the mercenaries are bad guys in this show in particular. And there's Afterburner, who is also a G2 jet. His name was Afterburner, and here he's just a Conehead Seeker. And it's kind of cool to see all the mercenaries in action. Of course, they decided to make the Dinobots combine into Volcanicus, and he faces off against the mercenaries. And also, one of the most hilarious things ever is the Dinobots face off against Trypticon, who is leader of the mercenaries in this particular show. And he wants to be a good boss. It's so funny. It is absolutely hysterical. I enjoyed the heck out of this special. I don't want to give you guys all of these spoilers and tell you every little itty bitty detail about this because there's a reason behind why I'm not. The reason why is because I honestly think that if you like Cyberverse, you're gonna watch this special. If you don't like Cyberverse, you're not gonna watch this special. But something that I think that the showrunners did that is really, really awesome, something that I never expected them to do, and I am still like kind of like on a weird, I guess you can call it a surreal feeling, is I'm now part of Transformers lore. And that is because here at the Save the Singlehorn stand, they had these pamphlets there that they were trying to show off to save the Singlehorn. If you're not familiar with the Singlehorn is, the thing actually appeared in one of the episodes in season 3. I think it was season 3 or season 2. And it's actually a third-party toy that combines, I think that's where the unicorn came from. But it's just basically a unicorn, and they're just kind of like a Save the Singlehorn kind of thing. It's kind of funny. And on these pamphlets right here on top of the Save the Singlehorn, is this is a pamphlet that is written in Cybertronian letters, and the names that are listed here are YouTubers who have reviewed Transformers Cyberverse, and it says, and I'm gonna list them all here. I'm gonna put here at the bottom of the screen, and here you can see Kamen and Cam, Ultra Primal, Dragon Keeper. I think it's 1960. I think is the number. You have Thu Adams, me, Kay and Carlisle, and Jillian Jones. Thanks for all their reviews. We love you guys. And that's what it says on these two pamphlets. It says, thank you for the reviews. We love you guys. And that's what it says here on this side, and here it lists our names. So I think this was just something amazing. I had never expected to be part of Transformers lore in this way. They use the Autobot alphabet. That's how you can actually read the lettering. There is an Autobot and Decepticon alphabet, and that's how you can decode this. And I'm not sure if this is misspelled or typoed on Q Prime's translation, or if it actually is purposefully misspelled on here. But it's fine. It's something that is kind of cool to be part of Transformers lore in a way. Like, I never expected this. I really didn't. That's why I'm like, do I give you guys an honest review? Do I tell you guys what I thought about the show, the things that I liked and I didn't like about the show? That I liked the fact that you introduced all these characters into the final season of Cyberverse, and I didn't care that you didn't change this or that. It's like, now it's like I'm part of it. So so it's kind of like it's like my non-review if you think about it. So and to all of you guys that got name mentioned, you guys deserve it just as much. I think Kay and Carlisle did a video, and he called us the Cyber Squad, right? And it's like, yeah, Cyber Squad, save the squid horns. And I'm like, okay, all right, or squid horns, is that what they are? It doesn't matter. A single horn. It's just it's hilarious. It is. I'm still flabbergasted by it because. So I had watched the special on Saturday morning, And I'm sitting there myself, okay, all right, I'm going to do a review. I'm going to write down my thoughts. So this way that on Sunday afternoon, I can record it and put it out like at Sunday night or something like that. And I come home from church on Saturday night and my phone's blown up because of the tweet that, Cameron and Cam had shared it, that Q Prime had tweeted it and translated it. And this is what it was. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, like, I don't know what to do. Like, I'm honored. I really am. And I really appreciate it because I know that not all of us have given Cyberverse completely positive reviews. We've given you honest reviews. And I think that the showrunners really did appreciate that we went, if we liked something, we said it. If we didn't like something, we said it. And that is the way that we should be reviewing these things anyway and still be able to be fans. If you don't like Cyberverse at all, up to you, like it knows its audience. That's how I honestly feel about season 4 of Cyberverse. Very much the same as season 2 and 3, in that same feeling, the way the characters act and behave. And, it's more designed to be a lot more fun, whereas like the Netflix show was more designed to be a lot more serious. I think that sometimes you need a little bit more balance than that, but that's just personal take. But it's just surreal. It really is to be now my name is written on the Transformers wiki, and they actually mentioned they were going to use TF wiki. They were going to call them TIFF wiki, but they instead said WIT wiki in the show. And that was actually Randolph Hurd said he had to change that. And but they go word for word for what the Enigma of Combination is. And like, I think that there's a lot of different things that they incorporated from all of the different things about Transformers community and bringing us in. So now it's like, I'm part of canon. It's crazy to actually think that. It's crazy to believe that, like, I'm part of Transformers. I mean, like 2 weeks ago, I had met so many of you guys at TFCon. I mean, here you can see some of the pictures. It was just a lot of fun meeting so many fans, and He-Man and Bolt Matrix and Ganon and Rico and meeting Patriot Prime and Kato and Bert, and I'm gonna miss a bunch of names. I even spoke on a panel while I was there, and but I had come back and I worked really hard on that Black Arachnia video, and I'm working on another Transformers video, and I felt down on myself. I did, even though I worked so hard on these videos. I actually felt like this actually brought up my spirits a lot. It really did mean a lot because I'm quite honest, like some of the things that you don't know, like I behind the scenes, it's like I feel the pressures of being a father and taking care of my kids. And so really honestly, this lifted my spirits quite a bit. I'm working on another retrospective. I'm working on more videos for channels. Stay tuned for all that, because wow, just thank you so much. And to thank you guys, I am going to leave you guys with Transformers more than meets the eye. Autobots wage their battle to destroy the evil forces of the Decepticons, the Transformers, robots, and the Transformers more than meets the eye. The Transformers, dun 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 dun.